Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Real English
With
Real teachers.
real teachers.
with Gogglebox. Gogglebox, yes. This is the second episode I've done using Gogglebox, which is a TV show that is just unbelievably good for you to experience real British English. If you haven't seen my first episode on this, then I'll link it up here. But if you have, then join me as we jump into Season 7, Episode 1 to get you some real English. Let's go. All right. Here we are.
In Wiltshire.
Lovely Gogglebox.
Look, this goes very well with your jumper, Mary.
I just don't know if it's meant to be ironic.
No, it's because I think it's exquisitely beautiful.
Giles has bought himself a present.
It is absolutely beautiful.
Stunning, isn't it? The beauty of a budgerigar without any of the inconvenience of budgie poo, food, cage,
Yeah.
not to mention nesting material and mirrors. Don't budgies like mirrors?
Yeah.
You've got to have a mirror in a cage. So as far as I'm concerned, that's the way forward. Polyresin pets.
Okay, we've got to stop it there. Wow, Giles and Mary from Wiltshire have given us so much already. To start with, to be ironic is referring to a type of humour that refers to the result being the opposite of what was intended. Mary's example,
I just don't know if it's meant to be ironic.
is a little hard to explain in my opinion. Maybe she means it's obviously a dead bird, but I don't really get it. You could say it might have gone over my head. When you miss a joke, it goes over your head. However, natives do actually use this word incorrectly or very loosely a lot of the time. So an example of irony is being run over by an ambulance. To me, that is very ironic. So irony is something you consider funny when the result is the opposite of the action. Hopefully you get that. So an ambulance is a vehicle to heal people and it just killed someone. Ha 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 ha. But it's used in less obvious ways than this in the real world. So again, Mary's example might be a fantastic real life example of real English for you right there. Then a more advanced adverb in replacement of beautifully is exquisitely. Exquisitely. Like their house is exquisitely furnished, but it's often paired with beautiful.
It's exquisitely beautiful.
You look exquisitely beautiful while you sit there on your sofa watching this video. Then Giles used a great expression. I'll rewind it.
The beauty of a budgerigar without any of the inconvenience.
So the phrase to take from that is the beauty or brilliance of something without the inconvenience of this and that. Some think having plastic fruit is like having the beauty of it without the inconvenience of it going off. Or, going off is a good one. Growing mold, going bad. All of these mean the food is no longer good to eat or consume. And then we had, not to mention, nesting material.
Of budgie poo, food, cage,
Yeah.
not to mention nesting material and mirrors.
A nest is the house of a bird. And this is another great little phrase from Giles. Giles has done well to continue going through a list of things and perhaps you've forgotten an important one. You want to use this phrase because you can't obviously start the list again. So you say this to show the value of this next item that you've kind of forgotten to list, or it's a good way to just carry on talking. Like buying an old car is great as it's cheap to buy, but it's expensive to run. You've got the fuel to pay for, the road tax and the insurance. Not to mention the amount you spend at the garage fixing the damn thing when something goes wrong. And then finally, Giles said As far as I'm concerned, that's the way forward.
So as far as I'm concerned, that's the way forward.
Again, fantastic. An advanced alternative to mean, in my opinion, this is a good idea. And he said polyresin pets.
Polyresin pets.
Polyresin is a man-made material, and then a pet, I think you know. I think you know that one, don't you? So, on to the next scene.
On Saturday, BBC Two had organised a holiday for some famous pensioners.
Oh, I love this.
Yes, it is lovely, isn't it?
Straight away, lovely. Probably my most used adjective and a very British one. Lovely. Oh, it's just lovely. That's bloody lovely. It's great.
India, a country bursting with colour and beauty.
Bursting. Bursting is a great verb to intensify a description. The place is bursting with life. Bursting, exploding. Almost too much of something, but it's mostly in a positive sense.
I don't have words for that.
I don't have words for that. She's speechless or struck dumb. To be dumb is to not be able to speak, so you could be struck dumb. She's too impressed or overwhelmed to create language for the experience. I have no words for that. She can't describe it.
I love her. It's Miriam Margoli.
Is this the way to the market then?
I don't know.
Do you remember Wait Sleep? Obviously not. Who's
The
Wait
ballet
Sleep?
dancer.
With year-round warm weather and a low cost of living, could it be the perfect place to retire?
It's about celebrities living in India.
Really?
Yeah, they said it's a classic.
Okay, they said it's a classic. So this guy Lee from Hull used the word classic. This word is used a lot in British English. He used it as a noun, but I want to tell you the 4 meanings of classic as an adjective that I can think of. So either meaning something is of high quality, like I read the classic novel Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte in my previous life. The second meaning is extremely fun, like we went out last night and James asked a girl for her number and she threw her drink in his face. It was classic. It was classic. The third example is typical, as in I met a classic example of an Australian guy yesterday. He said, "G'day, mate." He had a koala in his arms and he threw a boomerang while saying, "That's the way." But this can often be used in a negative way. Like my girlfriend might blame me for being late to a dinner date with some friends. And because she always says the excuse, they think I'm always unable to be on time. So they would say, classic Charlie, always late. Of course, this is not true. I'm very punctual and professional, and you can book a lesson with me and I'll always be on time. The fourth meaning is traditional. For example, he wore a classic suit and tie for his first day at the new office. And then he realised it was dress down Friday. Dress down Friday, a cheeky phrasal verb. To dress down means to wear more casual clothes, which in the UK is often done on a Friday at the office. A bit strange of this guy to go in for his first day on a Friday, but hopefully you get my point, and we'll leave him there. So I'm guessing Lee from Hull
They said it's a classic.
probably meant this new reality TV show is highly entertaining, because the majority of people don't respect a reality TV show to be of great quality or like a real work of art. But that being said, meaning however, that being said, we do overuse this word, and some things are being given the status of being a classic way too quickly. Like most guys my age would say the film Die Hard, starring Bruce Willis, is a classic. Oh, it's a classic. Or the Titanic. Oh, it's a classic film. I mean, Titanic is pretty good. That's probably a classic. And Die Hard's also a classic, in my opinion. But you get my point, you get my point. Sometimes it's not deserved and we still use it. Okay, back to Gogglebox.
I've always longed to go to India and be in a home.
Yeah, but we've left it too late.
Giles cracks me up, he really does. I'd like to tell you quickly about this video's sponsor, which is a website that Harry and I have been using heavily over the last few years, which is italki. And they have a limited time offer where you can get your first italki lesson for free. So if you are a new student, then I highly encourage you to take advantage of this, as you have absolutely nothing to lose. But they have said it's only temporary, so act quickly. If you've never heard of the website, italki is an easy to use, convenient platform which has helped over 5 million language learners like you to connect with highly skilled native teachers from all over the world. Whatever your goals are, whatever your level is, and however big or small your wallet is, italki has the right teacher for you, because there are literally thousands of native teachers who are providing fun, personalized lessons online. And unbelievably, some of these teachers are charging as little as $10 to $15 an hour for one-to-one private classes, which is really very good. So if you want to reach fluency in English or any other language, but you have a busy schedule, we highly recommend that you check out italki.com. And the icing on the cake is that because we are partners with italki, we have been able to get you $10 worth of italki credits after you sign up for your first lesson. So enjoy this video, learn all the new vocabulary we're about to give you, and then sign up with the link in the description box below this video to get that free private lesson with a tutor like me, because I'm actually on there, and practice all the vocabulary. Hey! Let's get back to the video. Giles cracks me up, he really does. Although Mary, she gave us a good phrase. I've always longed to go to India.
I've always longed to go to India.
Using some rather posh or formal English there, to long for something or to long to do something is to want something very much.
This week, the celebrity OAPs were out and about.
Guys, so much here. Okay, an OAP is an initialism or abbreviation for an old age pensioner, so an old person, which in the UK is around 65 and over. Out and about.
This week, the celebrity OAPs were out and about.
Meaning out of their homes, or in this case, hotels, and being active in some way.
Mingling with the locals.
And then mingling, meaning socialising.
Would you like a pen? Yes. There we are.
There we are. Did you notice that? He used we as a pronoun for a sentence that logically requires you. He's giving it to her. But he said we, and this has been talked about before on our channel, but we is used informally when we want to connect to the person or show that we are feeling close, emotionally speaking. So if a friend has just gone through a breakup and I know that they're not feeling great, they're feeling fragile, and I check in with them, I see how they are a week later, I'll say, how are we? Or, we doing okay? We doing okay? So this person on TV is trying to relate to the child that he's giving a pen by saying, here we are, we're together in this.
Yes. There we are.
Get out, don't break the bank.
Would you like a pen?
Okay, so these guys have a thick Welsh accent as they are from just north of Cardiff in a place that I think is pronounced Caerphilly, think. So it sounded like he said, Kinnell, don't break the bank.
Get out, don't break the bank.
It sounds like he's saying Kinnell, but there's a very soft F at the beginning, which means he's saying, f***ing hell, don't break the bank. Don't break the bank is a great idiom meaning to cost too much. So if you haven't gathered, he's being sarcastic, saying that this guy is not very generous for just a pen.
How condescending is that? Would you like a pen? What is a child that age going to do with a pen, really?
Draw.
They had an answer for that, didn't they? But a good word there, condescending, a good adjective showing that you are treating someone as if you are more important or more intelligent than the other person.
In another bit of the show, the pensioners were taken to the park.
This is one of the biggest park of Jaipur, which opens at 5:30 in the morning, and all people come here for jogging, walking, do yoga.
To jog.
I don't think I'd like exercising in all the heat.
We never exercised in the cold, let alone the heat. What are you talking about?
So that is really good listening practice with the Essex accents. So I'll replay that a couple of times for you. And I think you should do a dictation with this in the comments section. That would be quite good practice. I'll give you a thumbs up if you do it well, and I'll give you a love heart if you do it perfectly. So listen to this replay and write it word for word as best as you can in the comments section.
I don't think I'd like exercising in all the heat.
We never exercised in the cold, let alone the heat. What are you talking about?
Laughing yoga is thought to have started in Jaipur in the 1970s using self-induced laughter to improve well-being.
Makes me laugh just watching them. Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Oh, it's laughing yoga.
We'll try that. You want to try that in England, then?
Do you have to keep laughing then?
Yeah, but I think the biggest thing is getting over the fact that you look like a mug for laughing at nothing.
Fantastic. Look like a mug. Honestly, this is the best show for real English in context. It means look like a fool, or look stupid, or look silly. You can also be a mug for believing everything you hear, or being naive, or being gullible. The oldest trick in the book is to tell somebody that the word gullible has been removed from the dictionary, which I feel is a little bit ironic if we're giving examples for irony, a little bit perhaps. And I said the oldest trick in the book, meaning a joke or a trick that has been used a lot before but is still effective. And if you are a really a true Ruat fan, our channel, then you'll know I managed to trick Harry with this in a live class a year or two ago, I believe. So yeah, it still works. It still works. All right.
You can make yourself laugh.
Yeah.
Can't you? You start, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think I got a fake laugh. You do actually start laughing.
Yeah, it's infectious, man.
It's infectious, man.
Stop, we'll be taking us away.
Wow, did you understand that? That was quite a good little sentence there. So this guy sounds like a Geordie, I think. Let me just check. Okay, it says they're from County Durham, which is just south of Newcastle, which is where Geordies are from. Geordies are from Newcastle. So listen again to what he said.
Stop, we'll be taking us away.
So he said, they'll be taking us away. He's meaning they is the mental health workers will be taking them to a mental institute or clinic because they look crazy laughing like that. So he said, oh, they'll take us away if we're not careful. But in a different context, that could mean like the police. So if it was something to do with a criminal activity, then they would be the police, and the place that they're going away to would be a prison cell.
That's my exercise for the day.
I'll tell you now, It's medicine, laughter.
Yeah. Do you want to laugh now?
I'd rather laugh naturally than bring on a sort of asthma attack of laughing.
In County Durham,
part
Near
of being
Newcastle.
a dad is DIY.
Oh, DIY. Do it yourself. Doing handyman jobs yourself at home, so you are not getting a professional in to do it. You're trying it yourself. DIY.
the Muffets.
And I am waiting for the clock to be put on the wall. I also need a bulb fitting in the kitchen.
I'm just going to pause there for pronunciation. So, again, they're from County Durham, near Newcastle, and I'm from near London, or just south of London, and I have a neutral southern accent. So she says this.
The clock should be put on the wall.
And I say wall.
The clock should be put on the wall.
Wall. Same with bulb. I say bulb. She says.
I also need a bulb fitting in the kitchen.
I say bulb.
A bulb fitting.
Bulb. Can you hear the difference? It's a good example between a Geordie accent and a neutral southern accent. What else we got?
What type of bulb?
What do you mean, what type of bulb? One that lights up?
Size. Is it one with 2 pins?
What are you on about?
What are you on about? What are you talking about? I don't understand you, or your thoughts are confusing right now. Explain yourself, you crazy person. What are you on about? Good expression. What are you on about?
I actually have no clue what you're talking about, Dad. Metal. It's a metal bit with glass this shape.
Yeah, but what's the metal bit look like? Is it like
Metal,
a
Dad,
thread?
silver.
Or has it got 2 pins? Is it
Oh, I don't know.
Independent now, you should be able to change your light bulb, kid.
Oh, Dad.
To be fair, I don't change them.
See?
That's what you're here for.
That's what you're here for. Brilliant. So, guys, if you ever doubt your worth, then make sure you can change a light bulb and you're golden, meaning you are okay, you're good. Another native one, you're set. If you're golden, you're set. Right. While there is plenty more real English of this episode to be enjoyed, we will leave it there, as there is no point in going over more language than you can physically remember, right? So, I'll be back again soon, don't you worry, with another video for you to enjoy. Let me know if you want me to do more Gogglebox language analysis. I love doing these. I think they're really good. But let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Or if you want it done in a different way, then leave a comment. And remember, you can check out the sponsor of this video to improve the active side of your language skills. And that's it. That's the end of the video. I really want a good way to end videos. I see so many American YouTubers doing like fist bumps or throwing their hat to the camera, or what else do they do? I just stand here like a lemon or sit on my stool. A lemon, an idiot, a fool. I stand here like a lemon. What do you think I should do at the end of videos? Should I do a little dance? Or walk out the frame? Can't even do that. Let me know. If you've got any ideas, let me know in the comments. Bye-bye now. Maybe it's just that. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram to get more day-to-day posts and stories helping you learn English in more dynamic and interactive ways.